ahead and build a small business working from home. Many women oftentimes dream of owning and growing their own businesses for so many different reasons, such as financial freedom, legacy, or simply because of the fact that they want to be able to create amazing products or services for their potential clients or customers. So I'm super excited to be able to share with you the process of starting your dream online business so that you can finally move forward towards more. You want to make sure that you hit that big red subscribe button to be able to subscribe for updates on when I'm going to go ahead and put out the next video in the series. So in today's video, I'm going to have the opportunity to be able to share with you my foundational step-by-step plan that you need to go ahead and put into place to get started today. I'm going to be able to share with you how to refine your business idea, how to decide what business to start, and also how to find your why in business. Welcome back to my channel. Tamia Dawkins here. If you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to subscribe once again so that you will be able to connect to the content that is on my channel. On my channel, I teach you all things connected to living the intentional lady life so that you can build a bomb business and a life that I know that you'll absolutely love, filled with legacy and purpose and intentional living. So to go ahead and get right into it, we're going to start with part one. We're going to talk about the importance of making sure that as you build out your business, you are refining your idea. So here's how you can go ahead and refine your idea and absolutely make sure that you are testing your idea out. We don't want to be at a place where we are shooting in the dark. In order for us to make sure that we are building intentional businesses, we have to actually make sure that there is a need for the business that we want to go ahead and create. I mean, there are so many different entrepreneurs that go ahead out of excitement and they begin to build out their products and services only to find that there really isn't necessarily a market for what they have built and what it is that they are offering. So in order to once again be able to refine your idea, you want to make sure that there is actually an audience that is going to buy your products or services. Another way that you can go ahead and make sure that you are refining your business idea is to make sure that you're getting really clear on your business idea. That is, you have the ability to be able to describe your business in one sentence. What this does is it establishes you in your industry as an absolute expert and also gets people to be able to see into the confidence that you have as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and also the confidence that you have in terms of your products or services. In tip 3, I'm going to have you to go ahead and go out and share your business idea with as many people as you can, as many people as you trust, as many people as you know will be intrigued by this new venture that you're on. By doing this, you really get a grasp on the language that you're going to begin to use as an entrepreneur and business owner in terms of talking about your business idea. Next, you're going to go ahead and begin to survey your target market. Who are your people? Who are the people that you know are going to buy your product? When you created that service or you created that particular product, who did you create it for? Survey that market and then you'll have a good idea of who you're gonna go ahead and sell your product to. A part of surveying your target market is knowing exactly who your competitors are within your industry. And this is not always for a bad reason, but in many cases, you can study your competitor to see what they're putting out since they already have an established business, and then go ahead and use the process of differentiation to come up with your own unique way of selling your products and services. You can absolutely stay on top of things when you have the mindset of differentiation, realizing that you're not copying a person's products or services, but because they're your competitors, you're definitely in the same industry, but what you're doing is uniquely something that only you can do. Next, I'm gonna have you do a mind map. We're taking it back to college days when you had to do mind maps. And so what a mind map is going to do is it's going to allow for you to really begin to do almost like a brain dump as it relates to everything surrounding your particular idea. This is how you're refining your idea. This is how you're really putting that bullseye on your idea so that you can absolutely know that this is the business idea that you absolutely want to do. You are sure about it. In this mind mapping process, you're really going to have the chance to be able to explore every aspect of the idea that you have in mind for your business. So now that you know exactly how to go ahead and nail down your idea, you've refined your idea, you've gone through that process, we're really going to begin to dive into part 2 of the process of starting this amazing business that you're going to be so proud of. And part 2 consists of you being able to decide what business to start. So you have your idea, but now you have to come toe to toe and face to face with the exact business that you're going to start. It's one thing to have an idea, but now we're moving on to absolutely, for sure, nailing it down. In this process, you really want to begin to access your strengths. You want to know, where are you most powerful, right? In your process of building a business later on down the road, when you begin to scale it and you begin to lean on other people in terms of freelancers, or when you begin to delegate different tasks in your business, you'll learn that some of the best players on your team, but since you're still in the process of trying to get everything together, we want to be able to discover what your strengths are. Now, chances are you really already have some idea of the type of business you want to go ahead and start and exactly what your strengths are that you can pour into the business as a one-woman show initially. And it probably most likely revolves around what you're passionate about doing. The one thing I want to say is that you don't want to get stuck necessarily creating a business idea just on your passions alone, because what can happen is that if you're passionate about something but it's not really a solid idea or a solid business, that fuel will run out quickly. There still has to be a very practical component to making a choice to create a particular business. Now, most entrepreneurs, newbie business owners that are upcoming and aspiring to create bomb businesses really get stuck at that place, right? And so what I've done is I've created a 37-page ebook just for you, the Lady Boss Online Business Blueprint. I'm gonna put it in the description box down below where you can get a hold of it. I have literally over 100 different business ideas that you can go ahead and look at and decide on if you feel like you're stuck in terms of the business that you want to go ahead and start. So make sure that you grab it in the description box down below. Next, in this process of starting our business, we're going to go ahead and determine startup funds. You see, some businesses are relatively inexpensive to start. Like, let's say you have a digital product business like mine. All of my products that I create are digital products, or either they have to do with me providing a service like coaching. So I don't necessarily have to go out and find vendors to be able to purchase product with, like you would have to do if you had a boutique. But even in the case of starting a boutique, you have the ability to be able to find wholesaling vendors to where you can get a bulk amount of product for a less amount. But all in all, it's important that you keep in mind that you want to be able to determine your startup funds. I know people say that you can start a business with absolutely no money, and in some cases you really can, but I think that it is important to realize in the times that we live in today, you're gonna have to come up with some kind of funds for something. I don't care if it's a Canva subscription that's $12.99 a month, or business cards that you're gonna go ahead and have to print for your clientele, or brochures, or let's say packaging if you do have a boutique. Either way, there are going to be some startup funds that have to be shelled out for your business endeavor. Next, you really want to begin to think about the determined time within your commitment of starting a business. I don't think most newbie entrepreneurs really think about the time and the commitment that needs to go into building your business. Now, there's an amazing ebook that I'm reading that talks about literally creating what is known as a 12-week year so that you can totally have an amazing routine and schedule in place, and you can absolutely hit the goals that you want to hit in your business, because goal setting is absolutely important. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I put a video right here that I recently did that will teach you how to go ahead and put together some amazing goal setting techniques. So after you've determined what your time and commitment is going to be in building your business, you really want to begin to hone into those that are in your field of expertise. Remember, I mentioned to you earlier in terms of you making sure that you're doing kind of like that surveying of the land in terms of your competitors or those that you want to go ahead and purchase your products and services that are known as your target audience. In this case, you want to go ahead and start doing some networking with those that are in your field. You want to be able to really know what the pulse is in terms of your industry. So that could be you connecting with other women, let's say on social media. Let's say that there might be an engagement group where you guys connect and support each other. One that does not go against the rules of Instagram, of course, but as many different networking opportunities as you could possibly pick up that don't obviously overwhelm you. You want to definitely make sure you take advantage of those, because when you become among a tribe of different people that have the same mindset and goals, you'll notice that your motivation totally goes way up. All right, so now we're on to part 3, how to be able to find your why for business. Now, this is something that is totally important, and you'll hear this talked about a lot because obviously it has meaning. Now, your why, I believe, and I oftentimes say, is connected to your purpose, the reason why you have the desire to do the things that you set out to do in terms of building a business. So knowing your why is absolutely important. So here's how you can go ahead and find out your why. You want to be able to identify the things you can do to make other people's lives better, right? How can you serve your upcoming potential clients or customers? How can you make their lives better? And one thing that I oftentimes mention as well is that when you go into building a business with a servant's mentality, yes, that's right, I said a servant's mentality, you will always show up in terms of your customer service. Sometimes we can go into business as new entrepreneurs just really focused on the things that don't matter. Maybe your content on social media, or how many followers you have, or really how much money you're gonna make in this game. And while those things are important, it's also important that you have a servitude mindset so that your customers will be able to pick up on how genuine you are in terms of offering them the service that they absolutely need to be long-time clients or customers. I want you to go ahead and in this next tip and really think about the activities that maybe you've done in the past that made you forget about the passage of time. And so what I mean is, when you do something like this in terms of really reflecting on things that you enjoy in life, you can absolutely tie this in to your why for business, right? If I am a boutique owner and I absolutely love trying on clothes, then that connects to my endeavor as obviously a boutique owner. Why? Because I absolutely love pulling amazing outfits out of my closet and mixing and matching. And so when you do this, you can tie this once again to your why for the reason why you're starting your business. Obviously, in that case, you love clothes, you love trying on clothes, you love being beautiful. I mean, all of the things. And so I think that this is a very simple step, but I think it's very important in terms of connecting that purpose once again to the reason why you want to start the particular business that you're excited about. Now, connected to the tip that we just went over, you really want to be able to recall what you liked in the past in terms of when you were a kid, right? Oftentimes you hear all of these amazing success stories that talk about how a person used to do things as a child. They used to love to read as a child. So when they got older, they became an author. Or they used to love to be able to stand in front of their brothers and sisters and teach them. So then they became a teacher. Really, really, really recall and think about the things that you'd like to do in your childhood. And you'll oftentimes find that it connects to your business now and the why you want to do what you want to do as an upcoming business owner. Next, you're gonna have the opportunity to really think about the things that you are willing to do even if you do not get paid for them, or they make you look foolish, right? So this is another very, very important component of discovering your why. Would I do this if I never made coins? Would I do this if it kind of made me look foolish for a good reason, right? When you can do that and you can kind of take your pride and set it to the side, you'll oftentimes find that you're standing right in the middle of the why that you need to be able to connect to the business that you want to start. So we've gone over how to go ahead and refine your business idea. We talked about how to decide what business you want to go ahead and start, and how to find your why in business, which is absolutely important. In the comments down below, let me know what step you are at in your process of building a business. And I would also love to know how you're enjoying this series. If you're enjoying it, even though this is only the second video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that we can keep the ball rolling, so that other entrepreneurs will be able to get into connection with this content. Once again, you can grab the Lady Boss online business blueprint in the description for more details on how you can go ahead and get moving forward in business building. Now, there's one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, gorgeous, and that is I totally and absolutely believe in you. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. I'll see you in video number 3 of our series, Entrepreneurship 101, soon. Ciao. On a month-to-month basis. And so what that stat tells me is that entrepreneurship is definitely